Hey friends, welcome back to Adrika Bhadauria from XTRA YouTube channel. So friends, today we're gonna learn Tkinter Notebook. So what's Tkinter Notebook? If we want to make 2-3 pages or more pages in Tkinter, so how can we make? We can make them using Tkinter Notebook. So first, let's write import Tkinter as tk, and here we will write from Tkinter import ttk. Okay, now here we will make a window as usual. Here we will write tk dot tk, and here we will write window dot main loop. Guys, one more thing I have to tell you, that we were making buttons and entry boxes and many other widgets using tk, right? We can also make them using ttk. We just have to write ttk dot the name of the widget and the way we wrote, right? For example, if we have to make a button, so here we can write ttk dot button, and here we can give window and text etc equals to button 1, right? So you can write like this also, it will also work. So we not gonna talk about buttons or any other widget anymore, because we are uh, learning about Tkinter Notebook. Okay, so here we will make a variable nb, and we will write here ttk dot notebook. You can't use tk in notebook and preview. Why? Because as I told you in previous video, that it will throw an error. Tkinter does not have any attribute named notebook, or if you are in, if you are using TreeView widget, it will say Tkinter does not have any uh, attribute named TreeView. Okay, so here we will write window. Okay, so now nb dot add, here we will write pg1, the variable in which our first page is stored, and for the tab we will write text equals to page 1. Just like this we will copy it and paste it, and this one is for second page, right? So we will write here pg2. Okay, so the text, so you have to write nb dot pack. You haven't placed the nb, that's why it isn't giving uh, any output, right? So here we will write nb dot pack. Now when we will run our program, you can see page 1 and page 2. Page 1 is selected and page 2 isn't selected. Now we can select page 2, page 1. As you can see, there are 2 pages, right? Okay, so now if you want that your notebook should take the whole space uh, of the window, so what you have to write, you have to write expand equals to true, and here we will write fill equals to both. Fill equals to both means it will fill y-axis as well as x-axis. Okay, so now it's filling the whole space. It's filling this much space also, but you can't see it. Okay, if we will make any other pages, it will be here also. Okay, now, okay guys, so now here, if you want to add some labels or any other widgets, so in page 1 and page 2, so how to add them? Okay, so here we will write label 1 equals to ttk. Here we will use ttk so that you can I can make you clear about how to use ttk and tk. They both are same, you can use any one. So here we will write page 1. Remember, in previous videos we use window here, right? The variable in which our window is stored, but now we will write pg1 so that it can this label should be inside the page 1 now. That's why we have written pg1 here, the variable in which our page 1 is stored. Now here we will give text equals to, here we can write name. Okay, let's put a colon here, and here we will write label 1 dot pack. Okay, now guys, as I told you that uh, in one Tkinter window, grid cannot slave the pack manager and pack cannot slave the grid manager, right? So here we can write grid also. We have used pack here, but we can use grid here. Why? Because this is the notebook and this is the page, right? So we can use grid here. So here we will write row equals to 0 and column equals to 1 0. Okay, so let's run our program once. Okay, so as you can see, in page 1 there's a label of name, and page 2 there isn't anything, right? So if you want to know what are grid, pack and place method, there's a link in the description box, you can check that link. Okay, now we will give it entry box. Entry 1 equals to ttk dot entry, right? We will write pg2 here, or let's say pg1 only. Okay, so here we will write, there isn't any text, we have to give a width. Okay, so width, let's say 15. Okay, now we will write entry dot grid. Okay, so here we will write row 0, row should be 0 and column to be 1, now Okay, sorry, it's entry 1 here. It's entry 1 here, that's why it's throwing error. Sorry for that, guys. Okay, so as you can see, there's a label of name and the entry box. Okay, now let's work on page number 2. So just like this, let's just copy it and paste it here. We can give it label 2 here. Okay, and here also we can give page 2. Okay, so here let's change the name. We can give it age or anything you want, right? So as you can see, there's name in page number 1 and age in page number 2, right? So hope you guys enjoyed the session. See you soon in my next video, guys. Bye bye.